I can't wait for Dad to get back from the European Space Center and tell me all about man's conquest of space. It would be fantastic if he took me on the Space Shuttle Hermes, just the two of us.
So you want to go without me?
Hey, who said you could read my diary?
Just you and Dad, huh? The two men in the family going off to conquer space. Don't you think girls dream of adventure? Read up on recent history.
Enough!
Let me see. The first woman in space. 61, 62? No, it was 63.
You're a pain.
What's going on in there?
Alex hit me on the head and it hurts.
Alex, would you mind telling me why you hit Kim?
Because she was reading my diary and making fun of me, that's why.
He writes dumb things in his diary.
He can write what he wants. A diary is personal, and you shouldn't have read it.
Oh.
There, you see?
That's still no reason to hit your sister.
Oh.
Your father will be back from Toulouse tomorrow, and he's bound to be very tired. And so I want you to behave yourselves. Do you understand?
Yes, Mom.
No more fighting, you hear?
So you think you're gonna go off in a space shuttle with Dad, huh?
I said enough! Only there was a planet where people didn't fight, but that's really a dream. I wish it would come true. Dear Diary, it's Sunday, August 7th. It's a nice day, and Dad comes home tomorrow.
You missed again!
Huh? Hey, that's weird. We're in the mountains all of a sudden. I don't understand it.
Good morning, children.
Who's he? I'm not dreaming, Kim, am I? The landscape has changed, hasn't it?
No, nothing's changed at all.
Huh?
Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. Are you sure you're okay?
What?
You're right, my boy. You're not dreaming. The scenery is different because you've left Earth and you're now in a space colony. I hope you like it here.
We're in a space colony?
That's right, kids.
Oh! Ah!
Did you see that mailman's face?
I sure did, and those weird ears of his, too.
What he said about being in a space colony and the scenery changing is even weirder, don't you think?
Yes, kind of.
Not to mention Jeannie, who wouldn't even come with us.
I wonder what happened to her.
She's just lazy, that's all.
I am not lazy!
Well then, get a move on, Jeannie. We're waiting for you.
But I can't, kids! There's some interference in the electrical systems.
You scared the daylights out of us, Jeannie.
Oh, well, I can't help it. There are technical problems in the colony.
What colony do you mean, Jeannie?
That's right, and what is a colony?
Don't you realize that we're in the first space colony ever placed in orbit by man?
Oh. Wait a second, do you mean to say that we're not on Earth anymore?
Let me explain, okay? Your father's helping the European Space Agency. This agency has set up a space station from which the majority of space flights now take off. You see, it's much easier to launch a rocket from this base than it is from Earth. That's why we're in this space colony.
Oh. But this space colony is only a project. It doesn't exist yet.
It doesn't? Look at your watch.
What? It's August 7th, 2214?
Yes, and man has finally realized his age-old dream of living in outer space. But let's go back in time. A French mathematician of the 18th century named Joseph Louis Lagrange calculated that there were two areas in space, in the moon's orbit, where the Earth's magnetic force was balanced with that of the moon. Here are the 2 points. Scientists felt that it was possible to set up a space station which rotated around the Earth at one of these 2 points. The colony was set up, and to make it livable, farms and factories were built, just like those on Earth. The material to build them was extracted from the subsurface of the moon and then propelled into space. before being picked up by the transportation shuttle, which took them to the construction site.
But all I see are robots working here.
It's a lot less dangerous than using human beings. Now let's come back to reality. Our space colony looks like a gigantic spinning top in reverse. It's over a mile in diameter, and it's equipped with an enormous solar panel, which captures the sunlight and transforms it into electrical energy. And so we've recreated artificially day and night in space. Oh, I almost forgot. Because of the phenomenon of weightlessness in space, the station has to rotate on its own axis once a minute to recreate the feeling of weight as it exists on Earth. So nobody falls down. It's just like this pail of water. As long as you keep turning it, the water stays at the bottom, but as soon as you stop... Oh!
I still find it hard to believe that we're actually living in a space colony. It's an earthquake!
Another one! Don't worry, it's just more interference.
Huh? You mean it wasn't an earthquake?
No, it's only a little problem in the rotation system.
I hope Dad's not late coming home from Toulouse.
He's on his way. Did you know he's working on the construction of an interstellar ship that's going to revolutionize space travel?
That's great, but what's an interstellar spaceship, huh?
As you already know, man succeeded in getting to certain planets in the solar system.
But I thought they'd only gone to the moon.
That was back in 1969. Since then, man has landed on Mars and on the satellites of Saturn and Jupiter, and they're trying to go even further. But for that, a spaceship has to be built that can go almost as fast as the speed of light.
Earth seems so far away. Do you think there are other inhabited planets in our galaxy?
That I don't know.
Not again!
Something's fishy around here.
Commander, this is R1. I've just spotted Jeannie and her friends.
Excellent. Launch Operation Omega.
Message received.
Oh, where did this horrible creature come from? Oh no! Help!
Jeannie! You'll never make it that way. Concentrate, Alex. You can do better than that.
Oh, that awful robot's going to catch Jeannie!
Try again! Oh!
Let's get down there! Hurry! Jeannie!
Jeannie?
Where is she? She must have fallen around here.
Are
you okay?
Oh, I've been through worse. Well, what do you say to visiting the base tomorrow, kids?
Well, I don't know.
Your father will be back from his trip by then.
Great! Can we see him?
Sure you can. And we can take a tour of the general headquarters too, okay?
Okay.
It's a deal.
You'll find your dad over at the Interstellar Transport Research Center.
Thank you very much.
Don't mention it, and welcome to the base.
Oh, I feel light as a feather.
That's normal. The closer we get to the colony center, the less centrifugal force there is. And that's why magnetic shoes were invented, to keep us firmly on the ground.
Oh, wow!
Incredible! Look, it's a space shuttle!
The shuttle makes the round trip between the Earth and the colony 3 times a week.
It's fabulous!
Good morning, children. Let me introduce myself. My name is Major Lewis, and I direct this space station. Your father has just come back from the Interstellar Experimental Research Department a few minutes ago.
Thank you, Major Lewis.
Follow me, please.
Well, they won't be needing me for a little while, so why don't we have a closer look around? I can't see! I've seen that robot before. I wonder what he's up to.
Commander Athos, do you read me? Phase 1 of the mission has failed. I wasn't able to capture Jeannie. I will begin contingency plan 2B. 2B.
What? He wants to capture me? It's the same one as yesterday. You don't work at this base. What are you doing here?
How nice to see you, Jeannie.
Stay where you are! Uh-oh!
Now look closely, children. This is Earth, the planet you came from.
Oh!
And the moon is right next to it.
Oh, look, it's Jeannie!
Shooting out there! What's she trying to say?
Why is she making those signs?
I wish I could understand her.
Jeannie! Oh!
She can't be too far away.
Oh, she isn't there!
She's not there
Where
either!
could she have gone? I'll check out the solar generator.
Hey, up there, look!
She's trying to climb to the top of the solar panel! Hang on, Jeannie! I'm never gonna make it!
Stay where you are! We've got to help her!
Urgent call to all security controls. Someone has infiltrated our base. Block all entrances and exits and close all doors.
Hurry up, Kim!
I'm coming! Wait!
We've got to rescue Jeannie!
Don't worry, we're going to find her. Where have the children gone? I'll call the control room. Lewis here. What's wrong? I don't have a picture.
We don't know the reason, Major.
Ah, there you are, Major Lewis. Is anything seriously wrong here?
I'm glad you could come so quickly, Professor. They've disappeared.
Now, who's disappeared, Major Lewis?
Why, your children, of course.
What? My children have disappeared? Now, what's happening? Another power failure?
I was sure that I'd seen her on the solar panel. I don't get it. There's another one on this side. Let's see if she's there. I don't see her.
sector either.
Not again! Message to all patrols. Search every inch of the base and determine the reason for these power cuts. Calling all patrols. Answer me.
You with me?
Yes, Alex. I don't see anybody.
Jeannie!
Yoo-hoo!
We'd better retrace our tracks.
Over here.
There's someone here.
Who is it? Is anyone there?
Yes. Oh. Here I am, right next to you.
Where? Oh, Jeannie, what happened to you?
A nightmare. I was almost kidnapped by that robot.
Kidnapped?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, there you are. We've been looking all over for you.
We just found Jeannie. A robot tried to kidnap her.
Did you say a robot? Stay where you are. It couldn't have been one of our robots.
That roller skating monster. The nerve trying to capture me like a butterfly. He hasn't heard the last of me yet. Oh.
We've got to stay here, Jeannie. Major Lewis is sending a patrol over to pick us up.
I've got more important things to do. So long.
Jeannie, wait! I'm coming with you.
Me too.
Get into the elevator.
In there! There's nobody here.
You think your robot's here?
The best way to find out is to push the door open. Right, Alex? Go on, show a little courage.
Hey, why me, huh? There are 3 of us here.
You're a man, aren't you, Alex?
Of course I'm a man. Okay. Oh!
Looks like another power cut. Alley-oop. One of the robot's accomplices, huh?
I think we better wait for the patrol to get here.
Hey, you're a coward. You can stay here all day if you feel like it. I'll go on alone.
Hey, Jeannie, wait for me! Whoa! Your robot has got to be here.
Let's find him then. All these robots work for the colony. It's amazing the things you can program them to do.
I would love to know if there are robots that resemble human beings.
I've always wondered if robots dream.
That's impossible. Robots can't dream, silly.
How do you know? Man keeps building more and more sophisticated robots. Some even do housework. Others help blind people get around.
That's right. But whatever a robot does, he's still a machine designed to serve man. Although it's funny to think of a robot as a piano soloist or a robot with real human feelings, isn't it? But all that's science fiction.
Where have they gone now?
What? You mean they're not in the machine room?
No, Major. We've searched the entire sector and there's no trace of them.
Keep looking. They've got to be somewhere near the launching pad. Huh?
What are you doing? Oh. Let me go! Help! Help! Alex, help me!
Let go of my sister!
Hurry, Alex! Please!
I'm coming!
Give yourself up, you're surrounded.
We'll see.
That's enough, huh?
My orders are to use all possible means to kidnap Jeannie and take her to our planet.
You're joking!
What? A gaping hole in the south wall?
Yes, Major, the cosmic rays are endangering the sector.
Launch the emergency security operation. Fast! I only hope it isn't too late.
Major, this robot isn't from our colony, is he?
No, he isn't. We found him in space aboard the wreck of an unidentified spacecraft.
Unidentified, Major?
Help us get out of here!
Oh, no! My children!
Daddy, save us, Daddy! Please, Daddy!
Take us back to the colony right now!
What are you going to do with
Now, I
us?
said!